Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Grier Varsity Awards, featuring all your favorite coaches talking about their season successes. But first, we present your Grier Athletic Director, Miss Cherie Gates.
Hey everybody, this is Miss Cherie, your Athletic Director, and yours truly. Welcome to your 2020 Varsity Sports Award Ceremony. This is certainly not what we had planned, the event that we had planned, but it does not take away from all your accomplishments and your dedication to your team and to the Grier School. Your coaches are over the top, so proud of you, the whole Grier School community, and you will always cherish the moments you had with your teammates. I want to give a shout out to the seniors. Good luck in the future, and I hope you continue to always play a sport that you're in love with. I want to thank my amazing coaches. We couldn't do it without you. And last, congratulations to the 2020 award winners. And always remember, go Foxes!
First up is Grier Riding with Crystal Wood.
Hi girls, I miss all of you so much. I even miss Grace saying I have a question 10 times a day, and Lucy's ridiculous dad jokes, and Sophia hysterically crying and laughing at the same time. I even miss hearing my name 1,000 times a day. There isn't anything I wouldn't give to hear Crystal, Crystal, Crystal again, but I know I will see all of you again soon. Tonight I wanted to give a few of you some year-end awards. I'm going to start with Hunt Seat. MVP Fences is Sydney Richmond. MVP Flat is Sophia Olivero. Most Improved, Leila Thomas. Rookie of the Year, Nicole Hobart. For Dressage, MVP Test, Grace Walker. And I would like to point out that Grace Walker qualified for all 3 disciplines in both classes in each discipline, which was only accomplished by one other IEA rider in all of IEA. So that's quite an accomplishment. MVP Dressage Seat Equitation, Lindsay Shaw. Most Improved, Yasmin Wilson. And Rookie of the Year, Royce Ma. For Western, MVP Katie Reacher. Rookie of the Year, Olivia Mack. And Most Improved, Marcella B. Sportsmanship, Lily Fraley. To my senior captains, Lily, Lindsay, and Yasmin, you did an incredible job and exceeded my expectations. Next year's captains are going to have quite big shoes to fill. For the 2020-2021 Western captains, they will be Mary Tripp and Bree Kovchuk. For the 2020-2021 Hunt Seat and Dressage, I will be taking nominations by email up to May 15th. So send me your emails with your nominations. I'm looking for 2 Dressage captains and 1 Hunt Seat captain to join Kara. To my seniors, I know this seems like an unfair way to end things, but I know that you're going to do great things, and this is just the beginning. I miss all of you so much, and I know that you all make us proud. This isn't goodbye, because I know I will see all of you again soon. Have a good night, girls. Stay safe and healthy.
Up next, we have the Grier girls tennis team with Coach Kelly Forrest.
This is Mrs. Forrest coming to you live from my home in State College. This is the 2019 tennis team. Wait, we can't see you. Oh, that's better. This year, our tennis record was 6-2-1. We had many close matches. Many wins were pulled off from different players throughout the season, having strong performances. My first award goes to our most improved player, Erin Afolayan. Watching her strong play at the end of the season did not match the timid player from the beginning of the year, who tended to hit her forehands to the left and out of bounds more often than not. I look forward to seeing more from her next year. Our next award goes to 2 players, voted on by their teammates. This award is for Outstanding Teammate, and the first recipient is Chaewon Lee. Chaewon was one of our co-captains and played doubles for our team this year. She is a 2-year player who is loved by her teammates for her kind spirit, her warm smile, and her love for tennis. Our second recipient is also receiving the MVP award this year, Maggie Ackley. Maggie has been a 4-year player for this team, but I only got the privilege of coaching her for 3 years. Her first year, she got to play with her sister Olivia at number 3 singles. Her junior year, which had many cancellations due to the rain, she played number 2 singles for her and for her senior year, as co-captain of the team, she played number 1 singles. Her record in singles for the last 3 years was 16-3, and for doubles 2-0. Finally, I want to recognize my assistant coach, Kitty Moore, for all of her hard work and support during the last 2 years. You will be missed.
Next, stepping up to the target for Grier Archery is Coach Barr.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Barr, and in addition to being one of the junior English teachers at the Grier School, I've also been the varsity archery coach for the past several years. This year, the varsity archery team consisted of 7 competitors in grades 11 and 12. They went to 5 archery competitions around the state of Pennsylvania over the course of the winter semester from January through February. This year, I'm giving out 3 awards to my archers. The first award goes to the student who scored the highest average at a competition, and that is Peyton McCullough. So congratulations, Peyton. This past year was Peyton's first year being on the varsity archery team. Peyton came to the team with a background in shooting archery in her experiences at home, and she was able to do quite well at all of the archery competitions she attended. So congratulations again. My next 2 awards are the Diana Awards, named after the goddess of the hunt in Roman mythology, or Artemis in Greek mythology. And these awards go to students who've demonstrated perseverance, persistence, and commitment to the archery sport at Grier. These awards also go to 2 seniors this year. Peyton McCullough and April Hahn are the recipients of the Diana Award this year in archery. Congratulations, girls. Thank you for a wonderful season, and best of luck next year at college. Thank you.
Up next, looking for the three-pointer, is the coach for the Grier basketball team, Coach Wyland.
Alright guys, it's going to be short and sweet. You know I'm not big on speeches, but this season has definitely been one for the record books. From breaking down on our way to Johnstown along the highway, trying to get you guys all shuttled back into another bus, to going to Mercersburg that same week, ended up not having a game, and then on the way home getting stuck on the bus for hours, to taking you guys, some of you peeing in the woods for the first time that night, to senior night being canceled and doing our intramural scrimmage, to the SFU game where we had Chipotle and Sweet Frog and had a great time watching St. Francis girls play. We, this season, have made the best out of every moment and made memories that will last a lifetime. I definitely will never forget this season. Out of all my sports seasons, this is definitely one that is unique and will never be forgotten and could never be replaced. Thank you so much for making this a memorable season. Seniors, we all love you and will miss you terribly next year, so please keep in touch. Alright, now for some awards. So for this year, we gave MVP to Peyton. We gave Most Improved Player to Sissy and Maria. Our Defensive Player of the Year was Elizabeth. Offensive Player of the Year was Sophie. And the most positive, most supportive player this year was Abby. Love you guys all. Please stay safe and sound. Keep in touch. Okay, I miss you guys all terribly. Have a good rest of your school year and have a good summer. I'll see most of you in the fall.
Up next, we have sprinting towards the finish line, girls cross-country coach for Grier, Danielle Kelly.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kelly to give the cross-country awards. I want to start by giving a shout out to all the varsity athletes and coaches. Being a part of any varsity sport is a huge commitment, so thank you all for representing Grier School with pride. Especially my cross-country girls. Thank you for making my job never feel like work. I appreciated a 4 o'clock run at the end of every school day and the chance to get to spend a couple hours with you guys. Thank you. First, a little recognition for our seniors. We're losing 2/3 of the team this year. Danielle Blanco, Hannah Din, Mi Duong, Lily Lee, Diana Nguyen, and Mila Zhao. Thank you for an awesome season. Good luck to you next year. We will definitely miss you on the cross-country team. I have 3 quick awards to give. First, the Dedication Award. Dedication Award goes to Emily Gao Wong, who was never late to a practice, always had a positive attitude, and did absolutely everything to the best of her ability. Thank you, Emily. Next, the Leadership Award goes to our captain, Lily Lee. She took her job very seriously. She did an outstanding job of leading the team and always being respectful and responsible. Thank you, Lily. Lastly, our MVP goes to Edith Manfred. She's an outstanding runner and she truly loves the sport. She had a great season and she's looking forward to an excellent one next year. Thank you, cross-country team, for a great season.
Next, taking the penalty shot, Grier girls soccer coach, Steve Packney.
Hi everyone, it's Mr. Packnick in my backyard, coach of the soccer team. Wanted to celebrate our soccer season this year. Lots of new players coming out this season, playing for the very first time and having a really good showing of it. We scored a bunch of goals this season and had a lot of fun as a team, going to every single game that we were able to go to. I had a real lot of fun this year and I hope you guys did too. I look forward to you guys coming back next season. Now, some awards. First, we have our Rookie of the Year, a player who played for the very first time this season with our soccer team, and actually I think for the very first time on a team, and that goes to Annie. Next, we have our Outstanding Defender Award, a player who really went all out all season, hustling the entire time, getting back on defense and really going really strong, and that goes to Chantel. The next award's for the most versatile player, a player who was able to be in the heart of the defense, in the heart of the midfield, all even playing up front, taking some free kicks for us, and that goes to Gia. The next award that I have is actually the Player's Choice Award. This is an award that's been voted on by all of the players on the team to see who's been an outstanding teammate. The Outstanding Teammate Award goes to Chantel, someone who really goes out of her way to make sure that every player feels needed, wanted, and taken care of on and off the field. The final award that I have is the Coaches Award. This goes to a player each year who really goes above and beyond and tries extremely hard on the field and off the field and really inspires the team. This player this year is, she really went out and scored a number of goals to earn extra credit in some cases, and some just because she had that little bit extra, and that obviously goes to Sophie. Congratulations to all the players this year. You guys were really fantastic. I really loved working with you. I can't wait to see you guys next year. Congratulations again.
Next up, dancing to the stage, is dance instructor for the Grier School, Jossie.
Hi everyone, Jocelyn here. Making a little video for the sports banquet. And so I just wanted to say a few things. First, obviously no one predicted this or wanted this to happen. And I'm enjoying seeing many people take my class every day, so thank you for that. And that we're still staying connected. We're family, we all know that. I was watching a movie the other day. It's called The Way Back. It's not the best movie, but got me kind of teary because it's obviously about this person. He's a coach, and whether you know this or not, my father, who was in education, was also a basketball coach. So I got raised by a coach and got pep talks by a coach. And anyway, in the movie, he's telling the players, it's the small things, like the details. Remember the small things, to chip away. And those are some of the things I feel like I've been teaching my dancers over the years. it's the details, the small things that people haven't heard or don't do with the breathing and the elongating and the extension and resisting and all those things we talk about. And I enjoyed that in the movie, that was one of his ways of making these players better. The other thing, though, is obviously he changed their lives in the movie as a coach, helping them. But the biggest thing was how they changed him. And so that, for me, was nice to see, because I feel like without you guys, you've changed my lives. And I start off my year every year, especially with new students, telling them that if you respect me, I will respect you. And I really feel I follow through with that, and treat my students as peers, because they're dedicated, they work hard, you're all such nice girls. And so, but that movie brought that back to my attention, and I was just thinking of everyone. And to my seniors, I sometimes wonder if I created this whole thing happening in the world right now because I kept saying I didn't want to have to say goodbye to you. And I didn't. So I was just dreading the end of the year, having to see you go. And I just miss you all. I'm sorry we didn't get to finish the year, but maybe now you'll have to come back next year. I'm going to talk to Mrs. Borst about this and finish the year with me, so I don't have to say goodbye. But to everyone, I love you all, I respect you all, and thank you just for being such dedicated young ladies with such high work ethics. And thank you to Danielle and Emily as well for another great year. Thanks, guys.
On guard, everyone. Here comes the Grier fencing coach, Coach Crocker.
Hello, ladies. This isn't exactly the way I had expected to end the season, but it is what it is. So I'm going to basically give you the speech that I would have given you at the sports banquet. This year was a special year for our fencing team. First off, let me tell you that I will never listen to a John Denver song in the same way again. Country roads, for real. Also, our team acted more like a team than ever before, and that's because of all of you young ladies. I would like to start off by honoring my two captains. Without them, I would not have been able to do what I do. The first one, Safi Payne. Safi Payne I would call, and her trophy says, the cheerleader. And the reason is she was so upbeat. She cheered about everything. Everything was an exciting adventure. And because of that, she was exemplary. And the other one was Jin. Jin, she was what I would have called my rock. When everything seemed to be going south, when things seemed to be falling apart, you could always depend on her to be there and to help things get better. It would come as no surprise to all of you that the best fencer was Jasmine. Jasmine is not only the best fencer last season, but very possibly the best fencer Grier has ever seen. But what made this season even better than before was the fact that she beat her arch nemesis, Ashton. Way to go. Our best noob went to Jamie. Jamie, you started off fresh, not knowing what you were doing, and you became awesome. I am really very interested, excited even, to see how much you will progress in the next couple of years. Our most improved would be, Judy Lee. Judy, you started off years ago as a good fencer, but this year you became wicked good. You got scary, and that is something special to say. So ladies, I just wanted to thank all of you for making this such a special year for me. So for some of you, for the last time, if you've got a suit, suit up. And to my seniors, I salute you.
And last but not least, serving up all the aces, Coach Ort for the girls volleyball team.
Hello, Grier Sports fans. I'm here to talk to you about the 2019-2020 Grier Varsity Volleyball season. And holy cow, was it an excellent season this year. And by excellent, I mean this close to a completely undefeated season, only losing one game. I've been coaching since 2008, and there's been no season like this season. What an exciting adventure it was. So thank you to all the players and managers and sports fans and Cherie and Miss Barr for making it such a successful season. Why were we so successful this year? I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think it comes down to three things. The first thing, we brought a lot of varsity players, veteran players rather, from previous seasons that came in and showed our rookie players how to do what they do. You get a group of people working together for 3, 4, 5 years like we have, and only good things are going to come of that. So thank you to our veteran players, and especially to our two veteran player co-captains, Abigail and Peyton. So thank you both for your hard work this season. The second aspect I think that made us so successful this year was these new players that came in. It's not often I give awards for new players. I'm doing that this year, as you're going to find out here in about a minute or two. But these new players just brought in an enthusiasm and a willingness to put themselves out there in a sport that is brand new or nearly new to a lot of them. So thank you so much for your hard effort, rookie players. And you're not rookies anymore now. And then lastly, we got to mention probably the biggest part of our most successful season is our new assistant coach, Mr. Beckel. Thank you, Coach Beckel, for all that you have done for us this season. Your hard work, your humor, your passion. You get the Grier volleyball vibe so well, and you just put in so much effort with your late nights and doing stats and video and everything else that you've done. So many thanks to Coach Beckel. Definitely a part of our successful season. So now it's time to start talking about awards. I wish I could give awards to every single one of my players. I could give an individual award to every single one of my players because you all bring something to the team, but that's not how it works, and Cherie would yell at me, and I don't want Cherie to yell at me any more than she already does. Anyway, offense award, defense award, heart award, most improved, let me check my notes here, a new one called the coaches award, more on that in a second, and then the MVP. We're going to start off with the offense award. So the offense award, we have two of them this year, and they're going to go to Abby Seltzer and Jamie Jin. The reason both of these ladies have won the offensive award is for the same reason for both of them. They both were consistent and killers at the line, serving, for those of you who don't watch volleyball. Definitely the highest server points come from those two players. And then they were able to connect with Mary at the net. I think of a lot of cases of Abby and Mary connecting in those middle attacks that were just fantastic. So they put a lot of points on the board for us and help us win a lot of games. So thank you, Abby and Jamie, for your hard effort this season. Our next award is the defensive award. There was no question who would earn the defensive award, and that's to Maya. Maya, you were a killer. You were the murderer of middle attacks this season. You blocked so many balls, and you blocked them just in a beautiful way. So thank you so much. You shut down some of our hardest teams' offense. They were counting on those middle attacks, and they weren't getting past you. So thank you, Maya, for your hard work, and a well-deserved Defense Player Award for you this season. Our Heart Award goes to Peyton McCullough, who I already mentioned is one of our captains. Peyton, you are definitely the part of the team that keeps us together. We all rely on Peyton. I mean, Peyton is just someone who's always consistent, always there, always focused on winning, always focused on team atmosphere and keeping us together and happy. So we're going to miss you so much, Peyton. Thank you for all your hard work over the many years that you've been a part of Grier Volleyball. Most Improved Award, again, another one that didn't take much examination. We both agreed, Coach Beckel and I both agreed instantly, and that is Judy Lee. Thank you, Judy Lee, for your hard work over the last couple of years, and holy cow, you are becoming this secret right side attacker, and I'm so excited to see what you do next season. Seriously, you have come so far. Thank you, Judy, for all your hard work. A new award called the Coaches Award. This is an award that was inspired by Coach Beckel, and it's an award that I've been kind of wanting to give for years, and it's an award for the player who shows the most effort or ability, or excuse me, most receptive to criticism and shows the most effort in wanting to improve, and that goes to Corinna. Corinna, you stayed after so many practices to work on your serve and attacks, and were always asking us questions about how you can improve, and thank you so much for that effort, Graham. And then last but not least, the MVP, or Most Valuable Player Award, again goes to Mary Tripp. Mary Tripp, you are our setter, so you keep us all together on that court, and you are definitely a fighter, and we really, really appreciate all that you do. You're certainly the most experienced player on the team, and you've been really showing that experience from a leadership point of view, and we're really excited to see what you do in the future here at Grier Volleyball. So that is all of our volleyball awards for this season. Again, a thank you to all my players, managers, and all the super awesome Grier Sports fans that come to our games. Be safe out there, and love to you all.
That's all the time we have for this year's Grier Sports Award Show, but we would like to thank Mrs. Borsch, Cherie Gates, all the coaches, and of course all of our athletes for this year's success. We hope to see you all next year ready to go, and as always, go Lady Foxes!